Hello, guys. Give me a second. Well, I just really need to know this because I know this is honestly going to be someone I know personally who I've shown my channel. Would be the only person who would be doing this, but I know you guys probably can't see nor give a fuck. Does anyone see that? That's a like on my video, and normally that would mean a lot. Except I know it means doesn't mean I just know it doesn't mean shit. You wanna know why? Because the video was scheduled. Do, do, do you see that? Now I know I'm recording my computer, so then when I go to right here, what's the date and time currently? That's right, the 20. No, it's not. It's the 19th. In fact, the video for the 19th hasn't even been uploaded yet because it uploads on time. Whoever it is, you have good faith. I get it. But my God, it's like when I know it's a personal friend who hasn't watched the video, I don't know what the fuck to change. Like this one, 6 minutes. It did better than the 13-minute one. So I know, okay, keep it short. However, another thing was this one actually had friends in it, which means I already have a baseline of people who are gonna watch it. And third thing, I actually gave a fuck about this one. I actually edited it compared to the one before it. I edited it to the point where I actually enjoyed it. In fact, I watched it after I was done editing it. I didn't watch it on YouTube to make sure the view count didn't fuck with the numbers. So that way I'm not patting myself on the back for God I watched it on YouTube and then go, oh, this one got views. I know what to stick to now. I know what people like. When you do this, when you do this, I don't know what to change. Like, here's a good example. You see this large number along with these things? You know what this showed me? Oh, what do you know? Two people disliked it. And it doesn't really matter. This one had views. And I think this one had views for two reasons. One, it's apparently a game that people actually like, Lords of the Fallen, which is very funny because I don't really upload games like that in this channel, which is weird because those are actually my favorite games to play. I love anger games. I do not upload them on this channel though. Mostly because I don't want this channel to just turn into a bunch of rage bait of me. It may be Grumpy Cat, but that's why it's Grumpy Cat, not Angry Cat, alright? I will get infuriated at an online game. I'll get grumpy and dead inside an online game. I'll get real talkative at an online game, or even at a solo game, and just really start hating on the game. But because of that, I don't play Lords of the Fallen. I don't want to stream it. It's not because I'm gonna lose my shit, but it's mostly because of two things. One, I do not play them badly, but I also don't play them well. I'm one of those people where every now and again, when I play a Souls like or a game I've never played before, I'm one of those people where I will just stand there and like look at the view for an hour. And the problem is if I'm recording, I need to be on a pace if I need to edit or keep the video going since I know I don't want to have to edit a bunch of shit out or because I'll have friends online those games that I like who have bad mics. On Lords of the Fallen, I'm playing it with a friend who does not have a bad mic, and I'm not even playing it only when he's on. But it's also the fact that since I'm not above him being on, I probably won't record myself playing Lords of the Fallen again until I at least beat the game, which will be a while from now, just because I don't have time and I don't really play games on my own unless other people get on or I feel like I have to, like for this channel. For instance, the two For Honor videos right here were done at like a last minute. I got online with a friend. I just told him I might record, by the way, so just be wary of that. And then I think it was this one right here was when he was like, "Oh, you might be recording," and I proceeded to say nothing for the longest time because I know him. He would have said the N word. If you guys want him to say the N word, like it's no, okay, no, I'm not doing that. because he fucking would, and I really don't need that. Or like these ones, right? Like here's good examples of like why I also don't try so hard, or at least too hard, is because I have things like this, right, which got 3 views, and it's literally just doing what I'm doing now. The difference was I know I'm recording now. I didn't know I was recording then. Then here's things like Arcade 1. This one was poorly. I just needed it out. I was being rushed. Part 2, however, I was able to edit, and same thing with Part 3, and so on and so forth. But I also was still running out of time because I only had about a day or so thanks to Part 1. And so I just tried to spew some stuff up together. They were decent editing due to their intros, but they didn't have much to them, and that's clearly a wrong thing. And I think the reason why this one did so well was, again, the game. It was kind of like, obviously, looks wise, it looks good, right? It's a good game. It's a person you ever heard of. Rage bait is always funny. And of course, the title just says I'll probably never play it again. So people probably thought I was immediately going to get pissed off at this thing. And in reality, I think it was more just me getting pissed off because I'm really bad at platformers. Another thing is the dislikes. People clearly clicked on this because I put in the description that it was Lords of the Fallen. So people who were looking at Lords of the Fallen obviously saw it and probably clicked on it. That's my belief. But I think the 2 dislikes is also clearly because it's 2 things. It's not so much that it's low quality, even though, yes. But if people really gave a fuck about low quality, then let me just look at the rest of the world. In other words, everywhere else that isn't the fucking US, or people can barely stream YouTube at 1080p sometimes. Because one thing I think if you're in America, you kind of forget is we have beautiful Wi-Fi. Even when you have a bit of lag, I can firsthand say, if you connect to a foreign lobby and you have a lot of lag, why come you have a lot of lag, but you also have about the same connection as people who are in that country closest to the server? That's how bad internet is. Like everywhere else. Like the US is very weird. But because of that, I'm also not too concerned on the quality. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I was streaming that game through the cloud while recording it on a $300 laptop. I could care less. But one thing I will be faulting myself for is this was, again, just one of those. It was on my computer. I popped it out. I recorded like 11 minutes. I got pissed and I turned off the recording. Because I'm like, I'm not recording myself failing all these basic puzzles and all these bosses in a game that I've never played. Because one, if people want rage bait, well, then I would rather have a bigger following and a bigger audience where it gives me like a reason, money wise, to do it. But if I'm really just trying to do entertainment, then I know me struggling is not. It's not good when I know for a fact that if people did like me struggling, then people would actually watch my Mario Odyssey video, which is literally me failing at a fucking children's game while having the amount of confidence as fucking Johnny Bravo. So I definitely know that's not the case. Because if people did, they would have watched it. And yet they didn't. And you could even say, well, they did watch the 3D World one. Yeah, they like watching me fail. If that's the case, good for you. Sifu is being edited actually right now. I'm literally just basically on like a break at 1 in the morning. Don't question why it's 1 in the morning. If you don't know, I work 3rd shift. So as a result, I'm up all night on games, and then I work all night, and then when I'm not working, I'm doing this. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. I've been recording for obviously more than a couple of minutes. I've in fact been able to see that one go by a few minutes, thankfully. Either way, I can tell that this clearly got a lot of views because it's a good game. And also because it's disliked because it's not very well edited. There's no real jokes. I've been actually trying to edit again while also trying to keep the daily uploads. Sifu right now is obviously a version of that. I have tried my best to kind of cut up some stuff to kind of keep the fighting action part of the game there. I also very much hope that people comment more because, believe it or not, when I click on to this video, which has 8 whole comments, wow, more than anything else. If I click on this one and I go over to the comments, a lot of this 8 is honestly me, by the way. It's no one specific, but it's basically me saying stuff being like, wow, a lot of views. Maybe I should fix the audio and start recording my failures while I play with my friend who's fucking dominating in this game because he's played it and beaten it before and he's good at video games. And then of course, this is because what I'm talking about. When there are people who will then ask me this question, brother, I have an important question. Please, I joined someone, and I'm sorry if this obviously outs you or anything, but it's just, brother, I have an important question. Please, I joined someone to help him, but most of the things are gone, such as capabilities of the leader's weapons and ruins. What is the solution? Please answer me. All I could have said was just like, if you actually watched the video, I just started. I don't really know. I've never played the game. Like I'm a Dark Souls player, all right? Like I get Souls likes. I've never played this one. Okay? It was on sale and I got it. And I can play it through the cloud because my computer is too bad to play anything else unless it's through the cloud with an Ethernet cable. So like I'm sorry, but like my I don't nothing. I like if you really do want to comment on this video though, if you somehow subscribed and you're still here and you did ask that and you are still watching, I could ask my friend who knows nothing about video games. He's probably fucking knows the devs who worked on this game. Like he's gonna be able to answer you. Why did I not ask him? Because he's in Scotland, hours away, possibly asleep, and I'm not gonna bother him about a random YouTube comment unless you ask, in which case maybe I'll make a follow up to things like these kind of Q&As, and I will gladly answer. I mean, I'm not above having a Q&A. Literally anything. Doesn't even have to be related to my channel. Literally just even a thing like this, which I don't think has anything to do with me, has something to do with the game, but I have no idea anything about the game whatsoever. Like I talk like I knew what I was doing. It's because like I've gotten to like somewhat far into it. I got to like the swamp area. I did not get anywhere. I got there and I recently just got back to there with a friend. But other than that, on my own, like I did not get anywhere. And I'm also not the person who really cares about the weapons and runes and whatever else you're talking about. I'm one of those people where I will go on to like a no item runs. Like I do not care about equipment. If you need somebody who cares about equipment in a Souls game, I'm going to be one of those people who's going to personally tell you to shut up and be better. Because I do not I do not like using equipment. I hate having to go through equipment. And then of course there was this person who kindly asked me, so Lamptoe, oh you where to go? And I'm like, I just started the game. And also, no, not really. The lamp, I can better explain it now that I'm actually recording and I can actually speak. The lamp actually shows. So the way the lamp is it's a soul lamp. Um, and so the way it works is when you have a soul lamp, it pretty much connects you to the spirit world while also being able to let you go back to the living world. But if you're in the spirit world for too long, basically these Death Knight Reaper things, straight out of Lord of the Rings, come down and hunt you, and you cannot like survive them. But they're not existing in the living world. All the lantern does, because the idea is pretty much mortality is fabricated. So the land of the spirit and the land of the living are kind of connected, and you are one of the people who can traverse through them using the lamp. So when you break the lamp, you're disconnecting your soul to the living, and therefore you're entering the spirit. And because even though the spirit mirrors the living, kind of like a Zelda situation, it doesn't mirror it completely, or it even have stuff that the living doesn't have, or it doesn't have stuff that the living has. That's why things like metal bars turns into open pathways, because those metal bars don't exist in the spirit, and sometimes they do. Same thing with the vines, or certain doorways that are blocked off by weird eyeball thingies. It's mostly a puzzle solving. It doesn't actually tell you where to go. You actually kind of have to know where to go. Again, this is Souls like. It's not a Ubisoft game. There's not 1,000 fucking indicators. A fucking 24 fucking 7. You kind of do need to know where you are and where to go. It's one of the things like I always kind of liked about Souls likes, but even in Souls likes where you can truly like traverse anywhere and you can be at the final boss and yet you can traverse all the way back to the very beginning of the game, and you can still have just as difficult as a time as the time you had to get up. Besides, I don't know, maybe like a few like really tough bosses not spawning, but other than that, like that was always the thing, was like you kind of need to know where you're going, and like I know I've definitely gotten lost a few times, but I mean that's just because I'm a big dumb piece of shit. And then of course I didn't want to seem mean. I may be 20 years old only as I am recording this now. I do not know what this means. Ignore that this is being. I'm an old man. Shut the fuck up. OMW. On my way. Okay, no, that's not it. This is WH. I can't believe I already forgot it. Okay, WH. Meaning text. Surprise, pain, or disbelief? Just started the game. Okay, so this is basically their way of going anime fucking Phoenix Wright. Okay, sorry. Fucking Sonic character, Jesus. And I'm just like, it's fine. I hope you like the video. I didn't even edit it because I didn't think anyone would watch it. I feel like this is probably where either I got one like or one dislike. I hate being that guy where I have to go, okay, nah, it's fine. I hope you liked the video. I hate doing that because I think he probably thought I meant to actually like the video. I was honestly could care less. You commented, I could care less about the like or the dislike. I just was hoping that personally you were just like someone was like, hey, at least someone out there is still recording in an old fashioned school kind of way and isn't trying to stay hip with the times because everyone is nowadays. And I feel like I'm being left behind. And I'm hoping there are others left behind like me. And I'm hoping you can join me as we, I don't know, either try to stay up to date or kind of stay in the nice zone of the 2000s where quality was shit, jokes were shit, but yet it was just a vibe. It was definitely a vibe of those days. I feel like this was Goose. Anyone else who sees this, you don't have to know who I'm talking about. In fact, if you want to know, Goose makes a cameo in this video right here. This is the video where Goose is from. That is my friend. He's also been in other things. He was going to be an Overwatch one, but his mic was so echoey, I physically could not put him. So just remember, as much as my videos are shit, they could have been a lot fucking worse. There could be a lot more stuttering than there already is, believe it or not. That is sadly true. A lot of my friends could have echoey mics. A lot of them do, believe it or not. Yes, that is also true. What's another one? Oh, I also get highly political. I try not to get highly political while I'm on this. Oh, wait a minute. There's a comment. There's one comment on here. Is it him? uh. Shit. Okay, wait. When can I upload this? When can I upload this? Ignore me looking up Final Fantasy stuff. That's for the Sifu video I was editing. There's like one clip that's a reference to it, but I'm also trying to find more. Okay, let's see here. I'm good till the 20th, but I could upload this for the 21st and give myself more time to really refine the Sifu Part 2. I haven't beaten Sifu. I got to the museum as I am recording this now, so I'm hoping that I can finish this up and get this out. I think I'm just gonna be editing the recording and immediately uploading this. This will be unedited, raw, in all the unsexy ways that is a chubby white unsexy thing way. I don't know. I can't wait until you see the video on the 21st there. Okay. Anyways, Goose, I hope you watched this far, only because I know I will be spamming this into your Discord, and I will be basically quizzing you to make sure you actually watched to this part. What is a good quiz for you? I don't really know. Anyways, see you later when you want to feel like playing video games and when me and you don't have a work day, because that has been really annoying. Actually, wait a minute. Let's give it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you won't have a work day, and neither will I. Shockingly, when the Sifu Part 1 comes out, which I did at a different house without any internet connection and just my laptop. Because believe it or not, as much as the laptop is shitty, the mobility of it allows me to keep doing this even when I don't have internet. Because I can record games that don't need internet, and then I can proceed to edit them without internet, and then I can upload them. This was literally the Tony Stark. This was made in a cave out of a box of scraps. That's what the fuck this was. All right, I'm gonna give me a second. I gotta remember because I know this. I literally put in commands that way I could like professionally, do like some alt whatever commands to start and end my recording. I didn't do it to start. I think